morning, everyone. Welcome back to Commodities Update. This is where I do techno analysis on natural gas, oil, US dollar, gold, and silver, looking at their support and resistance levels, as well as the most likely scenario where I think price is going to head to later this week. And if you guys are looking for the stock market update video where I do the QQQ, as well as the S&P 500 and the Mag 7s, check out the previous video. All right, let's get started on natural gas first. So natural gas currently, bears are back in control. So after pretty much it confirmed the daily downtrend over here, this is an initial drop, this is a pop, this is a lower high, and we had a little bit of a daily downtrend here confirmed, but lacking zero follow through. But when we bounce back over here again, we made another lower high, and this is the one we had the clear follow through on the lower low. So once we broke that, you can see bears took over, and currently it's still a daily bear flag at this moment. Yeah, so as long as we take the top of the move, right, to the bottom of the move, and as long as it doesn't get over 0.382, which is the yellow box, it's a bear flag at this given moment. We did poke below it on Friday, slightly below the flag, right? But we wouldn't really call this no follow through at this moment. What a no follow through would look like is we just bounce back and break above this high, which is this 3.24 high at this moment. Zoom in to see if there's any clues. We did get a little bit of bounce here, so that is a good sign. If this continues and we form hourly uptrends and 4-hour uptrends back to bull's favor, then we call that a no follow through on the bear flag. We may get a bigger bounce. On the larger time frame, I'm looking at pretty much just a channel, upward channel. See resistance, 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 resistance. So support, 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 and we're pretty much just right on close to it at this moment. It doesn't have to touch it, right? These are just channel trend lines that doesn't have to be tested, but we are near it. And this for bulls, this 2.9 to this $3 level needs to hold. This is the previous breakout zone. You can see this double top, triple top, right? And we finally broke out of this level, and we're pretty much coming back to it. And if we do back test it, come down here, ideally bulls need to hold this. Otherwise, it's not a good look overall for the bigger picture in the long run, especially for the weekly trend. If you zoom out of the weekly, right, it still looks okay at this moment. We still have a weekly uptrend at this moment, although it doesn't look that good. We did give back a lot of that move overall, right? Give back roughly 55% of the move already. So not that great for bulls, but if we do hold here and bounce from here, then we might look for more of a just continuation of this channel and might more of a sideways range. We might consolidate around here, potentially for more of a sideways action. That'll be the best case for bulls. For bears, you want to drill through this and then continuation of the daily downtrend. Keep on going and trending on it. If we do break here, then looking down at this maroon line, which is this super long term, right? This resistance where we broke out from. I think this was a year to break out from all the way back here. So if we do break this $2.9, $3 level, we're looking down closer to this 2.6 ish for me to back test that level and bounce from there. All right, so those are the levels I'm looking at for both bears and bulls. If you guys want to learn more about techno analysis, check out the YouTube link or the Patreon link below for one-on-ones, or book that 15-minute free call, and we can talk more about what you need to work on. All right, take oil. Oil pretty much, we did break out of more of this tightening range. And so your trading view just lines. So resistance, 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 right? We broke out here. You can see that we kind of like bull flag right underneath it. And then once we broke through it, we got this big follow through. But after that, right, we did break these pivots, but we did not break this one. So now it's pretty much just a range trade overall. All right, oil is a very range bound name. So you can see this range and the bottom of this range, right? So it's very sideways. Oil is very range bound name. And we are coming back to just back test where we broke out from. So ideally, bulls want to hold here because this is where we broke out from. So we want the resistance flip to support when we do come down to it. So far, we held it for 3 days, 4 days, but we're not really bouncing much at the moment. And so you zoom into the 4 hour and 4 hour EMA 12. So exponential moving average 12, this teal looking line is currently acting as resistance for a full bear control at this moment. More clear on the 6 hour. Yeah, 6 hours a little bit more clear. Right, you can see pretty much rejection right on the dot right there. Reject, 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 pretty much to the T. And we didn't have any. This one we did get over it, but we didn't close over it. So this is pretty much the first shift. This candle right here on Friday is the first shift on the bull side, I would say, this pattern changing. So let's see if we get more follow through. Ideally, if we bounce here and break above 74, then we want to look for a 6 hour uptrend. If we get a 6 hour uptrend, then we're potentially looking back up closer to 75 and then 76, these levels. But first step for bulls, we need to get over the 74 zone to form any, sorry, excuse me, any kind of support on the way up. So this is the first shift. I would say this kind of is the first shift of this full bear control EMA downtrend at this moment. And we are bouncing off of this, right? This red line as well. So there is a chance that bulls can hold here. So we'll see if they do that. For bears, crack through here, come back into this zone, and then we test this quadruple top over here. We had multiple resistance, and we'll see if that acts as support around $70.69.7. All right, let's take a look at US dollar. US dollar here. So really not much going on here with all the tariff news, right? We did get a bear break on this rising wedge, right? This rising wedge is resistance, 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 support, 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 support. And we got a bear break on it right here. It got decent follow through, I would say, right? And confirmed a daily down to here as well. And then we got no more follow through after that. So right now, with the news, right, we got this tariff news on Friday, and then it popped the dollar as well on Thursday as well. So it's very headline driven, obviously dollar, because it's sensitive to interest rates as well. So, but currently, bulls, if we can break above this pivot right there, um, and confirm back up to bulls' favor, continuation of the daily uptrend. We had one right here. There's a little small pivot right here and higher high. Then bulls are potentially looking back up closer to testing this all-time high structure, all-time high, recent 52-week high structure right here where we broke down from. So we'll be looking closer to up to this 108, 109 zone over here, will act as resistance. Yeah, so we'll see how if any more tariff news comes over the weekend or this coming week, and we'll see how it reacts overall to the dollar at this given moment. But for now, I would say there's really not much follow through on this breakdown. And the weekly trend, if you zoom out, right, super healthy. Nothing, no red flags at this moment. Big move up, bull flag. If I confirm, just another higher low at this moment, right? Um, what we'll see if a significant shift is next week, like we come in, right, and we have made a lower high and a lower low, confirming weekly downtrend, and that would be a big shift for me. Overall, we're not seeing that at this moment, and chart is extremely healthy. No signs of red flags. All right, let's take a look at gold and silver. So pretty much all-time high for gold. Call it a double top. It's kind of like poke above. Really no fall at this moment, but there is no resistance at this moment for gold because other than this all-time high structure right here, up top, and bulls are in absolute full control. So as long as it continues, right, its daily uptrend, very clear. We use EMAs when it's clear, but when it's not clear, we don't use it. So right after this daily uptrend confirmed, you can see, right, it's been bouncing off of these EMAs, EMA 12 over and over. So as long as daily uptrend is intact, right, and it doesn't break of the EMAs, bulls are in absolute control. We did reject from double top all-time highs, right, but that's not really a red flag at this moment. Red flag would be if we come all the way down here, bounce from the EMA 12 slightly only, and then reject, break lower, confirming a daily downtrend, then that would be potentially a range trade if that happens for me. So I have to see if we bears can confirm that trend downtrend here overall. If they don't, then we might retest all-time highs again. So no signs of red flags for me at this moment. Just small drop. Really, we have a really big move up. So, and in terms of silver, we did see relative strength on this move up right here. You can see how much it moved versus while gold was moving from here to here, it just went sideways. So we do see bursts of relative strength um, for silver, but gold is still a better hold compared to silver because, right, you had to sit through this complete sideways while gold just clear uptrend. And yeah, and no red flags for gold. Wow, you get this chip chop, and then right, and then nobody really could have. If you weren't in this, right, you wouldn't know this was going to come, uh, right? I mean, you could think there we might get rotation here, but what if we don't, right? And it's just chip chop for a more longer time. So silver is still weaker at this moment. We do get these bursts of relative strength coming in overall in the charts, but at the moment, right, good bounce, and we haven't even broken above this pivot yet. So overall, chart is weaker. So if we're to play metals, just size up on gold versus trying to play a smaller size on silver because it has a bigger percentage move or whatever. Just size up on gold and have a better, cleaner chart and more stronger relative strength. You have levels where you can play off of as well. Versus this is just more of a chop, right? We still haven't broken above this pivot at this moment, but if it does, then this is a comfortable top, right? If we break above here, then I'm looking back close up to this 33.8 zone, this all-time high structure test, low of this structure. Reject, right? And gold ends up being a range bound trade, then we're looking back down to lower at the low range of silver as well. Because yeah, so we'll have to see if it ends up being a more like a monthly range bound trade for gold. Then you have to sit through a lot. All right, that's a got for you guys. Feel free to comment, like, and share, subscribe. And if you guys know anything, I'll see you guys next week for more updates. And have a great rest of you guys' weekend.